Okay, so now it's time to cover the closing loops. We have been going through the whole process. Now we know how to close. Now we know how to close with confidence. The question is, what does it mean? What is the definition of closing loops, okay? So guys, this is basically your pitch, okay? It's like a timeline. Obviously, whenever you're pitching someone, it's gonna take a certain amount of time. And usually, the more you pitch someone, the more the excitement needs to grow, okay? So if you're pitching someone and you're applying all of the principles that we're teaching you right now, this is what should happen, okay? So at the beginning, you do your introduction. Now the customer doesn't know you, so slowly the excitement is going up. Then you switch to your show story, and the excitement is going up more. At this stage, you're doing your presentation, and the excitement is going up more until you hit what we call the height of excitement. This is a very crucial point. This is when the customer is super excited. And when the customer is super excited, guess what you need to do? Correct, you need to close, right? How do you understand when you actually are at this point? You need to read the buying signals. Now, I'm not gonna cover the buying signals in this topic. I'm gonna do a video later, so watch the buying signals so you can actually understand when you are at that stage, okay? But what you need to do, obviously at this stage you close, okay? And you close in the way I showed you before, you step back, open body language, there is a catch, you beat the fear of loss, you break the eye contact and you close. Unfortunately guys, most of the times when you're closing someone, they're always gonna give you an objection. Always. Don't look at objections like something negative. Remember, when someone is giving you an objections, most of the time means that they're seeking for more information. Okay, so you just need to provide them more information in order to make a decision. So that's what's going to happen. You close someone, and that's point number 4. Now, the excitement of the customer is going down. Why? It's because at this stage they're giving you the objection. When they give you the objection, embrace it. So if you're closing someone and the customer says to you, "Oh, look, to be honest, I want to think about it," don't be like, "Oh, really?" No. You apply the feel, felt, found principle that I explained to you before. You overturn the objection properly, and when the objection has been fully overturned, don't wait for the customer to tell you, "Okay, now sign me up." No, don't do that. You close once again, okay? You take action again and you close. How do you do that? Okay, I overturn the full objection, and I'll just look at the customer and say, "Look, Jack, as I was telling you before, my job today is very simple. As I told you, give me your driving license, we check if you qualify, and then I can give you the phone." And I close again. Now, what can happen at this point is the customer say, "Yes, okay, sign me up, I'm ready," or they give you another objection. Once again, don't get defeated and be like, "Oh my God, no, it's a second objection, so there is no way." There is a very simple rule, guys. So if the customer is giving you the same objection twice in a row, yes, they're not interested. And basically, they are too polite to tell you, "Please, let me go, I don't want to buy." So if they say you twice in a row, if they tell you, "I want to think about it," you overturn the full objection, and then they tell you again, "No, but look, I really want to think about it," let them go. Just tell them, "Okay, thank you very much, have a good day. If you want, I'm going to be here tomorrow. Come here if you change your mind and we can get it done." If the objection is different, let's say they tell you, "I want to think about it," and then they tell you, "Look, okay, I see the value, but I really need to speak to my partner." Don't give up. You keep the same C factors, and guess what you do? You overturn the objection one more time. And you apply the same principle, feel, felt, found. You fully overturn the objection, and once that's done, you close with action once again. So you don't wait for the customer to tell you again, "Okay, now I understood, sign me up." No. You close and you say, "Okay, Jack, I told you already, give me the driving license so we do the quick credit check." Now, at this stage, usually the customer should say, "Okay, cool, if you've done your job properly, you sign the customer up." Or the customer can give you another objection. If you get 3 objections in a row when you're trying to close someone, at this stage, guys, you really have to make the decision, right? And the decision is, okay, is this person just wasting my time, or is the person actually interested? And you need to evaluate that. Like, if the person is just, giving you random objections just because the person doesn't want to buy, let them go, because you can use your time more effectively with other people. But if the objection is, "Okay, cool, Patrick, look, you are convincing me, I'm just not too sure that I should sign a contract," for example. Okay, overturn that one, because you can see the customer is very interested. There is just one last thing. But if the customer is giving you all the time very complicated objections, just let them go. Okay? So, guys, the number 1 rule, remember, the same objection twice in a row, you leave the customer, because there is no point. If they keep giving you different objections, keep overturning the objection, and keep going. And the golden rule about the closing loops, guys, is very simple. When you're closing someone and they give you the objection, just embrace it, please. Don't be, oh my God, I don't know what to do right now. Don't change your C factor, just be very confident, be very indifferent, expect the objection, just in your mind, you're already, okay, I know the objection is probably coming, so when they give it to you, you're ready, you answer properly, and then you can really maximize the number of sales that you make. Thank you very much.